holding it down. Hey, 29 Live. Thank y'all for tuning in. It was exclusive. Master Brown C. This is the introduction to a live 5% Nation.
Hey.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We going deep today, y'all. Master Brown C got some stuff he got to get out to y'all, let y'all know why he is Master Brown C.
Peace.
Come on, pull up and holler at him. Pull up on him. Good people at Danville, stand up.
Peace. I want to say peace to everybody here in Danville. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? My name is Master Brown C. We are down here what we call Dominant Village. We call Danville, Virginia, Dominant Village. Reason why we call it Dominant Village, because this is where that man came from, who we call Allah. At that time, his name was Clarence Smith, raised here in Danville at 834 Valley Street, in Danville, Virginia. February 22nd, 1928 is when he was born here in Danville. Later on, he moved to, Harlem in 1946 with his mother and the rest of his brothers and sisters. There, he joined the army, got silver medals, Purple Hearts, and came home. Story goes on. His wife's name was Dora. She was in the Nation of Islam. He wanted to go see who had his woman's mind like that. Who had his woman so attracted in this Nation of Islam. So he joined the Nation of Islam. There, his name became first Abdullah. Clarence 13X, they named him Abdullah after that. He trained. Was a great martial artist, as we could say, as he moved up into the ranks. He became a teacher there also, And then, as he created his own self-style of wisdom, he started teaching things there that, was off protocol of the Nation of Islam. So they told him he couldn't teach certain things there. And then Allah told them that the person that y'all say is Allah, this W.D. Fard or W.F. Muhammad, is not Allah, because he's too light to have been Allah. And it said Allah was an Asiatic black man, and W.D. Fard was not a black man. So, he separates from the Nation of Islam. This is where we separate. We are not part of the Nation of Islam. We are not a religion. We are a way of life, he taught us. A culture. But no religion. We don't follow no religion. We don't go by no religious guidelines. We go by supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets, which Allah taught us was the keys that we use to unlock the door to reality. So these are the keys that Allah's Father sent you. Supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets. And we use those to unlock those lost and found lessons. Only reason why they was called Muslim lessons is because that is what Elijah Muhammad was teaching to the people. Muslim stuff. Because in his time and era, he couldn't teach the black man is God. People wasn't ready for that in that time of era. But he knew that another man was coming to say that the black man was God. He just didn't know that it was going to be, at that time, Clarence 13X, who left the temple and said he was Allah, and went into the streets to teach. The people in the streets, like drug dealers, pimps, hookers, thieves, people who had no education, he went to them and he taught them and raised them from a mental death state of mind, not a physical death, a mental death, and raised them from that state of mind and brought them to be grown up as men and women with prosperity in their minds and taught them how to go out there and live a civilized way of life. Because that's what we teach. We teach civilization, but having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, and is not a savage in the pursuit of happiness. Allah didn't teach us to hate. He didn't teach us to be pro-black. He told us to say that we are not pro-black or we are not anti-white. We are for righteousness and we are against devilishment. We are not here to hate the white man and call for white men the devil. Allah didn't teach us that. Allah taught us to unite the seeds, meaning unite the people. Bring the people together as one. That's how you see Allah, when we all come together for one common cause. You know, that's showing and proving the supreme equality of Allah. So Allah taught us as 5%ers, you know, get a trade, don't mess with no white women, no pork, no dope. He taught us things that we shouldn't do. You know, say, get a trade, get yourself something where you can be prosperous in life. You can be makers and owners of your own companies. Don't have to go and work for somebody, but you can create your own time. Because he told us to always not be on the clock. No, to be the 13th man. Don't be the 12th man on the clock. Be the 13th man. Get off the clock. You have to rise above it. Because the devil got us caught up in time. Time is an illusion. Time is what you make it. So he taught us to show us how to make things in our own good time. Understand to come to you in your own good time. You can see where you at, where you're going, and who you are. But that takes time, you know. I'm taught that civilization is not instant like coffee. You just can't born to be civilized. To be civilized takes you going from knowledge to born and born back to knowledge. That's a process. That takes a while. It's not instant. It's not something that everybody's going to say, oh, I'm civilized because of some lessons. The lessons don't make you civilized. What makes you civilized is you going through your growth and development and coming into the mindset of who you are as a man first, because man is intelligence, and then you rise above 6 and become who you are, that God man that you're supposed to be. See, that's a time frame for some people. Everybody, man is God, but every man is not going to be God, and every God is not going to be Allah. Everybody's not going to be these people. So you have to just be who you are. Allah told us to be who we are and never be afraid to say who you are. And people might laugh at us. And we're gonna go through hard times saying that the black man is God, because people are not gonna understand where we're coming from. So teach it slowly, give it to them simple. Teach it like baby food. You can't give or grow everybody steak. So, you know, the 5% is here to teach. We're here in Danville for one purpose, and that is to represent that man Allah, because he was here. So, you know, he left, but somewhere else, and brought knowledge to people to where it's in music. Wu-Tang Clan, Carmel Anthony, all these people walking around spitting our knowledge. B-boying. We stand the B-boy stand. That was the gods on the square. Standing in that square. Everything came from the gods. Everything you see was God. Building and added on to the truth. So, you know, Allah taught us to have peace, community control, be about your community. Be about the community.
Empowerment.
About our community, empowering our community, giving back, showing unity, unifying, teaching the babies, because they're the future. They're the ones next up. We have to empower them so they can be the next generation taking control of. Because, you know, if you don't give them the education and knowledge they need, they'll just be another fool. You don't want that. We want our children to grow up with the empowerment to know who they are and stand on it. The firm foundation laid for them. That's what Allah taught us. That's what we're here to teach. How to stand on the strong foundation of your knowledge of yourself. The worst thing a black man or anybody can have is not to have the knowledge of yourself, man. That's the greatest gift you can have from yourself. To know who you are as a person. your heritage, your culture, where you came from as a man, how you stand. When you know that, nothing else can be taken away from you.
That's one thing I can't commend you on, brother. Being out here and where Allah came from, is people really need that type of guidance out here. They really need that type of empowerment out here. It's almost a lost people and such. I never seen anything like it.
That's perfect, you know.
So this is Discovering Danville, the 29 Live.
29
This is the
Live,
platform.
my brother here, L Exclusive, man. Great brother, man.
You will see
But
Master Brown,
I'm
see what-
pleased to be on here, man, because it gives us an opportunity to show, you know, two brothers coming together, you know, helping me, helping each out. Just to show the knowledge added to the knowledge, man, showing how we come together as a people, man. I ain't coming on this show because you got no 5% of you. No, it's all about social equality. A group of men coming together for one common cause, man. And we showing that to y'all, man.
It was one talking about manuscript.
Manuscript.
At all
okay?
times, I want some manuscript. I see that there's a growing need for man examples out here, as well as the world. I mean, let's just call it what it is. That masculinity thing needs to be expressed a little bit different, but it's needed. Therefore, you got your boy.
Thing, man.
Except masculinity ain't toxic, y'all. Trust me, it's needed. A lot of people use it. Anything can be used bad and good.
Yep.
But you need more men out here that know what they're doing.
Yeah, man.
Disciplined,
Discipline.
mentally strong,
Yeah.
higher thinkers
Right.
on a higher frequency. Really trying to build a community of men that can lead these children and these women.